Mike Espy, of course, he is in a November 27th runoff in Mississippi to become the next United States Senator, and he is running against State Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. Lord have mercy, y'all. This is what this crazy ass woman. I told y'all white women are losing their mind in America. I keep telling y'all that, okay? All right, folks, back to our Roland Unfiltered video in just one moment. You heard me talk about our friends at Transatlantic Real Estate who have created a unique investment opportunity that combines legal marijuana and crowdfunding. Now, of course, let that sink in for a second. Think about the growing momentum around legal marijuana in this country. It's been on various ballot initiatives. And if you're an investor, there's never been a better time for you to get in the game. However, as markets grow, so does the barrier to entry, which means it will take millions, if not billions, to invest, not to mention the risk of starting a new venture. That's what makes this opportunity so special. Transatlantic Real Estate is different, and their business model is very simple to understand. They buy land that supports marijuana grow operations and lease it to licensed high-paying tenants. That means that you'll be investing as a landlord of a licensed marijuana farm. The best part, they're using crowdfunding to make it easy for the average person to get in before they take the company public. So for a limited time, you can invest as little as $300 up to $10,000. And look, now remember, you must complete and confirm your application to participate in this opportunity. Now, don't be the person who missed out because you rushed and didn't complete the process. To invest, go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org for you to get in the game and get in the game now. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. White women keep losing their mind in America. They calling the cops on black people. This is what she actually said this weekend. Okay, some of y'all probably missed that. Y'all need to play that again because I want y'all to literally hear and read what this woman. Y'all press play. Now, after this thing went viral, this is what she had to say. In referencing the one who invited me, I used an exaggerated expression of regard, and any attempt to turn this into a negative connotation is ridiculous. Y'all, today, she had a news conference, and it got worse.
Put out a statement yesterday, and we stand by that statement.
Could you expand on it then, why you said it, what you meant by it, and why people in the state should not see it as offensive?
We put out the statement yesterday, and it's available, and we stand by that statement.
Senator, are you familiar with Mississippi's history of lynchings?
I put out a statement yesterday, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Governor
You mentioned that it shouldn't be viewed with a negative connotation. Could you at least
I
explain
put out a
how it could
statement
be
yesterday, and we stand by the statement, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Is that phrasing in your everyday lingo, in your vocabulary? Do you use
I
that
put out a
phrase?
statement yesterday.
Governor, you
stand by the
appointed
statement.
her as the
Okay, first of all, Cindy Hyde-Smith is actually a United States Senator. She's a junior senator. She replaced Thad Cochran when he retired because of health issues. Now, let me read her statement again, y'all. I'm going to read her statement again. In referencing, no, this is what she said. This is her statement. Okay, guys, I got it. I'm reading it. Got it. In referencing the one who invited me, I use an exaggerated expression of regard, and any attempt to turn this into a negative connotation is ridiculous.
I mean, you know,
An expression of regard?
an expressive regard among who? Fellow Klan members? I mean,
Right.
you know,
Right.
this is crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, there literally is not a proper description of what kind of expression of regard this is. There is no regard here. There is nothing fun or cool or hip or dandy about a public hanging. I mean, the thing is this, you know, so I've been doing some research on this. The question I've been asking a lot of folks, especially those in criminal justice field, is when was the last public hanging? Has public hangings ever been like, you know, has death penalty hangings ever been like a public thing? And what I found is that not in the last, 80 years or so. Well, Cindy Hyde-Smith was born in 1959, which meant that her only association with public hangings would be illegal lynchings. So one more time, if this is a statement of regard, is it among fellow Klan members, fellow racists? Who? I think, I've been, championing Mike Espy for a while now, a couple of weeks now. I mean, I know we're focused on Florida, focused on Georgia, but there's a runoff right here in our face where people can give, people can get active, and we can actually get a 4th black United States senator elected.
Now here's a statement from Mike Espy. Again, he is a former agriculture commissioner, former member of Congress, and so after her nonsense, this again, it's ridiculous. A negative connotation. You damn right, hanging is negative. This is what Mike Espy's campaign said. Cindy Hyde-Smith's comments are reprehensible. They have no place in our political discourse in Mississippi or our country. We need leaders, not dividers, and her words show that she lacks the understanding and judgment to represent the people of our state. Now, Avis, again, first of all, I'm just trying to figure out how if you invite me to a public hanging, I'll be happy to sit with you in the front row. Somehow, this positive thing.
It's not a positive thing. And I watched that entire press conference today, and it was an embarrassment. They spent the entire time, aside from the point that the little statements that she made about, I already said my statement, read my statement, the entire press conference was some sort of argument around being, get this, pro-life. Pro-life. The entire press conference was the governor making arguments about the importance of being pro-life. They had some sort of pro-life activist there that spoke.
Hold on.
You can't be
about
pro-life
being
and pro-death penalty
pro-life.
at the same time.
But
That's
you
a
invite me to a
contradiction.
public hanging, that means somebody gonna die.
Exactly. Hello. Thank you.
As somebody that is pro-life, you cannot be pro-life and pro-death penalty at the same time.
Well,
Now, granted, I do have an exception when it comes to the George Zimmerman. I think that should be a very public death penalty.
Exactly.
But that's my only exception.
It was incredible. They were making this long pro-life argument, and what was amazing to me also is the irony here is that the governor of the state is actually the nephew of the woman who lied on Emmett Till that caused his lynching, in a sense. And so to act like there is no history to this. The state that really had the most lynching in that era was Mississippi. To act like there is no history to this, that there is no context to this, and then to not even have the courage to answer direct questions about what you said, as well as sit here and make the claim that someone is somehow misinterpreting what you say, and in the process refuse to even apologize, shows me that she is not worthy of the office to which she holds, and that each and every person who is within the sound of our voices need to do everything that we can to make sure that Mike Espy gets in the Senate.
Mike, everybody assumes Mississippi is a red state, that Mike Espy can't win. But the reality is, when you look at the number of votes that he got in the general election compared to her, significant black population in Mississippi. They basically tilted the election when Thad Cochran was running against the Tea Party. Against McDaniel. Black folks crossed and voted for Cochran over McDaniel. He has a shot if folks don't assume he has no shot and they stay at home.
I think you're right, and I think the secretary, I imagine, knows that as he's putting down his strategy for the next 2 weeks. Was it November 27th? I think?
Yeah, November 27th.
And this certainly, you hate for things like this to happen, for somebody to make a stupid comment like that, but clearly this is going to or should motivate and help.
This should be turned into an ad.
Today.
Oh, yeah.
This should be turned into an ad today and ran on every black outlet, every black blog, every. I mean, I'm sorry. If I was running an outside group, I'll be pouring millions of dollars into Instagram influencers just to post that video.
But here's the problem, Mike. This is the fundamental problem. Democrats. This is where Democrats, I believe, constantly screw up. They make the assumption there's no way Espy can win. So therefore, we're not going to waste any money or any resources. When the reality is there are white Democrats in Mississippi and there are black Democrats in Mississippi. And at the end of the day, you have to run. If you're able to get folks out, you don't assume people are going to be running out voting in massive numbers for her.
And frankly, from a resource standpoint, Clearly, we know what's happening in Georgia and Florida, but this is the only game in town.
Yeah.
Obviously, Arizona is going to be decided. Clearly,
Right.
Senator-elect Sinema is going to win that. So this is the only game in town. There's really no reason in the world not to pour the resources into Mississippi for the
thing is
second.
And here, one second. Hold on one second. I'm going to read this here. Here we go to my iPad. This is a piece right here that was on CNBC. The bigger problems for Espy start when GOP support consolidates behind the incumbent. Asked last month about a potential head-to-head race, half of Mississippi's likely voters said they would back Hyde-Smith, while 36% said they would support Espy, according to an NBC News Marist poll. It found the senator earning slightly more support among Republicans than Espy garners among Democrats. That's the problem right there. The problem is you've got white folks in Mississippi who are Democrat who are lethargic about supporting a black man to be United States Senator.
Yeah. But if I could change the narrative a little bit here, there are 650,000 black Democrats registered in Mississippi. On election day, there were roughly 700,000 total votes cast. Total votes cast. So this is a race that literally can be won by driving significant black vote turnout during a runoff. The other thing is this. I actually doubt the consolidation behind Hyde-Smith. Chris McDaniel Chris McDaniel followers are similar to Ron Paul followers. They'll vote for Chris McDaniel and nobody else. Those are the type of conservatives they are.
So what we need is black people in Mississippi. We need y'all not to be lazy, not to make excuses. We need y'all not only saying, but you're going out and vote. You need mobilization. We need folks who are out there mobilizing people who went to Florida, who went to Georgia, who were in Alabama, who were supporting Beto O'Rourke in Texas. Yeah, those folks need to be on the ground with literally vans and buses taking people to the polls if you want to make a difference. But I keep saying, as long as you sit around and complain and don't vote, just shut the hell up.